Some of the grapes that you see here on this farm today, I first bought back in 1967, and that was like 66 acres. Have since added onto that a little each year to where now it's up to several hundred acres of grapes and cherries. My wife she's been the bookkeeper forever. We have two sons, Chris and Rick, that both work full-time on the farm, and now have a granddaughter that's working full-time also. It really is a family operation. Well, the juice grapes, Concords, Niagaras, go mainly to Welch's for juice and jelly, and the wine grapes go to St. Julian Winery in Pawpaw, which is 100 years old this year, and it's the largest winery in the state. Well, John is the area manager for National Grape Co-op, so I've worked with him extensively.
Well, Ed's one of the largest grape growers in the state, both juice grapes and wine grapes, and through the years has continued to grow his operation. We receive majority of his juice grapes. Ed's been elected by his fellow growers as a delegate and director to our board. Multiple terms he served, and so I've worked with him closely on policies and procedures. So by far the most important grower that we've got. Been involved with researchers and spray reps as far as pesticide, getting the new and improved materials to use. He's worked with engineers and researchers, mechanical as far as equipment, whether it be harvesters, bulk handling, receiving at our plant. There isn't anything Ed couldn't take into his shop, rebuild, modify, and make better. He's just led us in those areas. Ed's also been involved with any kind of legislative deals in ag, whether it be one of the commodities that he works for or just ag industry period. He's got contacts with state reps, state senators, congressmen, and he's traveled to Lansing quite often for us on issues. He's been adamant about making sure that quality is number one.
Mark Longstroff is our small fruit educator. Mark has been here since probably '88 or so.
Ed has really helped the industry in working with MSU. I've worked with him on just really one project. We had a really significant hailstorm here about 10 years ago, and I was driving around the area looking at damage to the different fruit crops, and Ed called and said, come take a look at this orchard that I've got. And he had 2- and 3-year-old trees, and the hailstorm was just so dramatic that it was stripped all the buds off the trees and really damaged the bark. These were really young trees, and we were sitting there talking about what we could do. And I says, well, you know, with stone fruit, you can cut them down and catch as catch can. If you cut down apples, they'll put up new shoots, but for stone fruit, you won't. And that's what he did, and we got about 2/3 of them to put up new shoots, and Ed decided with a researcher up on campus that he could just plant 2 more trees in between them and grow them as a hedgerow, more like blueberries, keep them small and harvest them with an over-the-tree harvester.
Try to work hard for the industry and do what you consider is the right thing to do.
Ed's being one of the largest growers, and he's very free to share information with other people, people getting started. He's helped quite a few of the younger growers that are getting started, and he readily shares his information with anybody, his neighbors. He's been a real team player for the industry.
He excels in all areas, whether it be in the field or in the shop or boardroom. He's been involved with every major change. He's a leader, he's a winner, he's the Tom Brady of grape growing.